Welcome to another episode of Kombat Kingz. Joining myself, Greeny, with Bragz, and we've got a very special guest with us.
Indeed.
Jacob Wells. How are you, Jacob? You keeping well?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Training hard, same old, doing my thing, just obviously getting ready for the fight. So I'm excited for that. And same old, really. That's it, really.
So you've got the bout. It's for the British title, right?
That's correct. Yeah, it's the KGP British title.
Yeah, on the MTGP on the 22nd of June. So we're about a week and a half away. Everything in camp going well so far?
Everything is fine. Yeah, there's no issues at all. I feel good. I feel strong. I feel, just to be totally honest with you, I feel like I'm improving all the time. So that's good. We're ready, man. We're good to go.
Yeah, perfect, man. That's good.
Right.
So Jacob, tell me, how's the nutrition going also, man? Like again, camp comes with weight cutting. How's that going in your week coming up to the fight?
That's always tough. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I deal with it. I just get on with it. But I've got a really good nutritionist. I've got a really good hydration guy that helps me. I'm in the right hands, and it's always it always works out okay. It's tough. I'm not gonna lie. I come down. I was just saying, I walk around quite heavy, so I come down quite a lot of weight. So yeah, it takes time, but it's worth it.
No,
sure. Of course.
I mean, you got like a long career in this sport. How did you get into the sport in the first place?
It's just like the same old sort of thing, really. I had a few issues. I was just being a bit of a shit, like when I was younger, messing around. I used to play football and stuff, and it just wasn't really great. I just used to just fuck about on the pitch and just trifles on. It was never going. I don't know. I was just a bit of a nuisance.
Yeah.
School weren't great.
Similar story.
Yeah, it's just like how we all sort of start, really. And my granddad got me into it, and he was like, "Look, I'm going to take you down this gym, see how you get on." And I was just like, "All right, okay, well, can't hurt." Me being me, I went down there, and it was just like the hardest thing I've ever done. Like, it was so hard, the training. You don't realise how hard it is until you do it. Like the breathing, like it was just so hard. But I started, and I never looked back, and that was it, really. I enjoyed it. I was quite a strong lad for a kid. And I just kept going, and I just kept in that. That was when I was like 14, 15, and I'm 31 now. So it's been a long, career.
Yeah. No, quick question as well. You talking about breathing there, Jacob? Right? Yeah. I always tell the guys, I believe that when you're starting off fighting, conditioning and cardio is such an important thing. Like, just genuinely, what would you say that? I believe you train fighters as well. Am I correct?
Yeah, I've got I train fighters, I PT people, I take classes. I say to them, they always say to me, I want to get fit quick and stuff like that. And I say to them, the way to get fit quickly is staying on it and keep training, because you get fit over the years of training. Because yourself, when you have a break and you come back, it's like you haven't done anything. Do you know what I mean? You stay fit through consistency. That's what keeps you fit. And I'll try to tell people this. And then when they don't get the results, people come and go in this game all the time. I see people that want to do it, and they're like, "Oh, I want to fight. I want to do this." And then they get a bit of the taste what I'm going through now, and then they just can't do it. And it is hard. And you know what? I don't blame people for not doing it, because it is really hard. But I always say it's 1% of people that do it. I think 1%, because it's that hard.
I will say, I think just on that point, like you're having watched a few of your fights, you're very, very durable as a fighter. Like you come forward and you don't stop coming forward. Like your cardio must be on point, man, and your durability as well. How do you attribute that to? The same thing?
Do you know what? Honestly, it's my obviously my team and my coach now are incredible, but I used to be, my old trainer Marty, he was like ex-army, and I was with him for 11 years.
Okay.
And he was very big on fitness, conditioning. Like some of the things we used to do. Like, honestly, if I tell you, it was like, you wouldn't believe me. It was crazy. Yeah, but in in a positive way, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
It was hard. It was hard. It was tough. Like his conditioning was next level.
Discipline, very disciplined.
He was very, very hard on me from a young age. Because he wanted, he could see what I had, and if I had like a bit of a spell where I was just sort of messing around and not taking it as seriously, but he'd always push me. So I always had that work ethic anyway. I'm trying to say because of him. And obviously the sparring and the fights now, you just get tougher and more durable over the years, don't you?
On that sparring, how often are you sparring? Like
quite
in and out of camp?
About 2-3 times a week. I enjoy sparring. I like to do boxing sparring. I do that. I do K1 sparring, and then I do like a lighter one if I can get one in with some guys at the gym. I try spar as much as possible. I enjoy sparring. I quite like it.
So also, I wanted to ask you, your last fight before this fight was really exciting. It was a great fight. Mate, we was there. It wasn't me there, Greeny. It was absolutely exciting. Round 2, stoppage, leg kicks. It was absolute. We sat there and was just like, because we was caged. I was like, oh my God, because it was just so calculated. I thought the strategy about the way you went about it. I always talk about fighters having IQ once they see something inside the octagon, cage or ring. I think you've done the perfect thing. How do you think that fight went for you overall, and what you got out of that fight?
Do you mean the fight on MTGP the last one?
The last MTGP, sorry.
That's okay. So I with that, so I know Stuart Roper is an experienced operator. He knows me very well. He knows me very, very well because we've been on the same circuit years ago. Okay. So anyway, cut a long story short, he knows me, but I just wanted to hit him with low kicks, and I just thought if I can just score the kick and then go after it, I just thought, I just see the shot and I just kept firing it in. But I didn't want to be obvious with it, I didn't want to keep firing it in and then him block it with his knee and I'll bust my foot. I tried to go low, I tried to go high. But to be fair to him, he moved well. I was quite shocked how well his jab was. His right hand was quite good. He's quite a tough lad. I never felt severely in trouble with him at any point. However, he did get me thinking, and I definitely had to put on the gas quite quick with him. And I found the shot. And I haven't displayed low kick finishes ever before, so it's always been my best asset is my legs, and it was good to basically use them.
You've got very heavy hands. And that's obvious. If you watch a Jacob Wells fight, you're gonna know that there's a lot of power in them hands. And I thought you really do well using the body kick as well in fights. In previous fights, I've noticed you use the body kick to open up the punches. But to see that leg kick, that first round when you landed that leg kick, it was a chomping leg kick, man, and it completely you could see the bruising open up straight away, man. That showed your IQ, man.
Yeah, he held in there well because I hit him at the end of the second. And I went back and I was like, right, cool, right, let's just ease into this. I've got time now, but look, it was a good shot, and it was just good to just basically use that low kick because I've been. And you say about the body kicking, that comes from my full contact kickboxing because the big score in kickboxing is the body kick. So I'm quite natural at that. But it's just putting it together. That's what I'm trying to do, is put it all together as like one. It's just a bit gappy in areas, but I'm getting there. There. Definitely this fight, I'm going to put it together.
You can definitely see that. I've think the last 4 of your fights, and you can. I mean, Again, please go and watch Jacob Wall's fights. A lot of them are on YouTube, and there's some brutal finishes. Like there was like a viral finish that I think should have gone even more viral.
Go and tell him, Greeny. Go and tell him.
You're on the back foot. The referee gives you a standing 8 count. I think it was at York Hall. If I'm wrong, I might be wrong.
Yeah, that was your call with Ruben Borello. Very, very hard fight. That was very hard fight.
You gave up quite a bit on the height. Like I think he was quite a tall fighter.
Yeah.
He kind of landed like almost like a wheel kick type, spinning wheel kick type kick, or like a spinning head kick almost. Referee kind of did a standing 8 count and come straight out of the standing 8 count.
Yeah.
Boom, sent him down.
Do you know what? Honestly, that fight, and this is the truth, and I respect Ruben as well, and you know, I've got nothing but praise to give that man. But in them counts, they weren't that bad. You know, they were. I was more like overwhelmed with the. It was all just a bit chaotic. You know what I mean?
Looking at it, you can see that you weren't that troubled, and I don't think. I think it was a bad call from the referee, and it probably helped you out a little bit because it gave you a breather. And also, I think he thought you were more hurt than maybe you probably were. That's why he rushed forward.
It was a mad fight. I'm not gonna lie. It was a bit crazy. It all just happened, and I just thought, right, here he comes. He's gonna come in here, like, and then, like you said, it's like he thought I was hurt, and I was actually fine, and that's not a lie. Like, I'm not lying. Like, genuinely.
You could see that.
I was absolutely fine. I just put my head off center and just put a right hand in. Like, you can't come at me like that, you know. And he done so perfectly the whole fight.
Yeah. To
make that mistake in that stage is crazy. But that's, again, I think that's experience. On my side.
Yeah, well, definitely on your side, and maybe a little bit of inexperience on his side. Maybe, I don't know, but. That adrenaline rush of him just coming forward, you know, it definitely didn't work out for him. But you've also you had another great finish with the head kick as well. And I think that was a beautiful shot. I don't know if you've seen that one, Bragz, but landed a beautiful head kick, finished the fight. You had some really good finishes in recent times, man. So
no, definitely keep it up, because I would love to see a finish on this up and coming card on June the 22nd.
Yeah,
you are a finishing machine. But I just want to ask you this also, Jacob. Building up to fights, how do you go into it? So do you study your opponents? Like, will you be studying Aaron? Do you just do what Jacob Wells does best and you figure it out? How do you kind of go into fights and strategize?
It's a good question, because I do look into them. I look at, I go, right, okay, so I'll be like, right, they do this is what they do. What I'll try and do is outmaneuver them on what they're best at, and then I'll try and take them out. As hard as that may sound or be, if I can outmaneuver them and utilise them quick and take their game away, it doesn't matter how tall they are, I will utilise that range. It doesn't matter. I've been a shorter fighter my whole career, like at my weight, and I've always fought at this weight. And I think I'll get round it. You know, sometimes, you know, they can get away or whatever, but I think you know, ring control, movement and stuff. You know, we got a few things planned for this one, so it's going to be pretty. It's going to be a good fight. It's going to be, and he's good as well. Do you know what about this fight as well? It's a complete two opposite builds. Like, he's really tall. He's really tall.
Tall and rangy,
he's tall and rangy, and he's good with his legs, and he's flicky, and he's got volume, and, you know, he's a good fighter, you know, not to be overlooked. He's a good contender. But I'm like shorter. I'm like 5'10", and he's like, fucking hell, he's got to be 6'3".
So it must be 6'2", 6'3" at the very least.
Big height, but even still at that height, I will find I will be able to utilise that range. But, you know, you just got to get in there and see. It's like, I've got it in my head what I feel, but I'm open for, like, if it doesn't, we've got to try to find a way regardless.
Yeah.
Well, I know you're up for a war regardless, so that's going to be the most entertaining and satisfying things for the fans. So, like Greeny says, if you haven't seen a Jacob Wells fight, go and watch one, because it's so exciting.
Yeah, I'm entertaining. That's one thing. I think that's why these promoters ask me back a lot, is because I just fight with my heart. Everything is, I leave nothing. You know, I wear my heart on my sleeve with everything I do. You know, I'm an honest person. You know, if I'm beat, I'm beat. If it's gone wrong, it's gone wrong. There's no excuses. You know, I just get on with it, and I just try my best, and, you know, that's all I can do.
That's all you can do, man. Just going into the coaching side of things, because you spoke about, you know, like if you've got a kind of a game plan in your mind of how you want things to go down, and you know, they can change, and if they change, you're happy that's happened. You're a coach. How much does the coaching impact your fighting? Like, how have you noticed as a coach how that's changed you as a fighter?
Absolutely. Since being a coach, I'm constantly picking people up on what they're doing wrong, and I'm like reminding myself what's wrong. So my IQ has developed the more coaching I've done. Being a coach, you learn a lot. Like, you learn so much and you get so much better. I've got so much better as a fighter since being a coach. I think just my understanding and the positioning and the turning and I say to my guys, I say, look, I'm not one of these guys that are just talking fucking, like, I'm not just saying this random stuff. This is stuff I've done wrong in the ring, and this is stuff I've been punished with, or I've done right and it's worked. You see what I mean? So it comes from a good place, what I teach them. But I am trying to, you know, pick up on myself as well as sort of teaching them. I teach things that I feel that will work, not just some random.
Is that also because when you're coaching now, you can see for yourself when you're watching the students actually do stuff? When you're kind of actually competing, you're actually involved more and actually doing the action. When you kind of step back and help each individual, and you're kind of taking your time to analyze, is that a bit why it helps you say, oh, okay, so the way he steps?
Yeah, I think you can pick things up quicker. I can see a mistake quicker with an opponent. I can pick up on a mistake. Yeah, if there's a habit happening, I will pick up on it. Like, if me and Faith are watching the boxing or whatever, I'm straight away, like, not that obviously they can hear me and obviously they wouldn't listen anyway, but it's like straight away I can see it. I'm like with the southpaw with the foot thing, you know, on the outside. I pick up on it, and I'm like, they're jabbing to the body because they're feinting to the body to get the shot at the head. I can see all the things. So what I think it's done, it's allowed me to see mistakes from my opponent. That's what I would say. Overall, it's helped me with.
No, cool. And what ages do you coach? You coach all
ages, kids, all the way. Yeah. Like any age, I've got a little Austin that I train. He's got to be 9 now, 8, 9. And I've trained him for a couple of years. He's doing really well. He's fighting. He's winning. All the kids down our gym, they're good. They're serious. They don't mess about. These kids are like little pros, you know. They train so hard. Their parents support them, and it's just great to see, because the next generation is going to be it's going to be brilliant. But I'll be long gone by then. I'll be long gone, you know. But
can you also tell the people where you fight out of as well, so they can actually, if so, bring their kids down?
I fight out of Pride Combat Athletics in Bagshot. We're a Muay Thai K1 gym. My coach Martin Cole, he's the head coach. He trains, and it's his gym, and you know I work there, and you know, and that's how it all works. And he's my coach, and yeah, he's a really good guy. He's helped me a lot. He lets me run my business, isn't it? Yeah. He's helped me a lot in many ways. When I met Martin, I wasn't in a good place at all. I won't go into details, but things were really bad. And I just wanted to start my iron fitness business. I wanted to run it, but I needed a gym, and obviously opening a gym overheads is just crazy. Like, getting that together. And this was 4 years ago. Anyway, and he was like, look, you can work here and fight here and all that. And he just helped me out, and you know, the rest is history. He allows me to basically do what I love and fight. I mean, I don't know if I could fight at this level if I was on a building site or in an office job, because it's too demanding. I need to train 2-3 times a day. You know, if I've got an hour off, I need to run. If I've got, you know, I need to hit pads. But being in the gym, it allows me to maximize everything, you know.
You spoke about, and I hope that things are in a better place for you now as well, you know, just on that. But you spoke a little bit about the next generation and how things are going to be much bigger and better for them.
Yeah.
Muay Thai and kickboxing as sports, you know, they've got very cult fan bases, And the sport, me and Bragz always speak about the fact that Muay Thai and kickboxing are way more entertaining than a boxing match, than an MMA fight. We're lovers of MMA, but if you go and watch a kickboxing or Muay Thai fight, you're guaranteed action.
Yeah.
How do you think the sport progresses and crosses over to mainstream? Because I think that needs to happen, man.
I think people are starting to notice, and I think with YouTube and these reels and Instagram being what it is, people are starting to see now what it is like. I think with K1, if you've got two good guys, it's anyone's fight, and I think that's what makes it great. You get people that are like a little bit better, but it's never guaranteed. Like, you don't know who's going to win because there's so many tools and so many things going on.
Yeah, anything can change.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're certain someone's going to win. They can lose.
No,
and what's great? Yeah, what's great is that a lot of fighters, they lose or whatever, and they come back. They just get on with it, and it's the only sport where you can sort of lose and win, if that makes sense. But then, do you know what I mean? It's
put on a great fight for the fans. Both of you still won. I've watched. Like, you watch One Championship? I take you probably do. Great.
Yeah.
You see some of these 16-year-olds on there now fighting and getting and 17-year-olds, and after, if they've put on a great show, they both get paid a bonus. Like, it's just like you both put on a show, even if the loser, you know what I mean? And I totally get what you mean there. Yeah.
It's about who you've gone in with as well. If you've gone in there with decent level lads and you've given a good fight. Promoters are looking for fighters that are going to put good fights on, obviously sell tickets and obviously all the rest of it. But they want people that are going to put a good fight. They're going to stand there. They're going to give everything. If one wins, one loses, it is what it is. That's the game. You come back and fight again. But as long as you have a good fight and make good account of yourself, I think that's what's important with, especially these shows, because we're trying to draw the crowd to kind of be like, oh, this is great. You've got two guys fighting. There's not really that much money on the table, but they're fighting for pure heart and determination. These guys ain't gonna, people like myself that have come from absolute, I'm fighting for my life because you don't want to go back to that dark place, and that's like all fighters I know, all of them. They can get beat, you get over it, but it's just that thing in us. I don't know what it is. It's just that. It's just. I told you, it's 1% of people. I told you, it's hard. It's hard.
Might be less than the 1%, man.
Yeah, it's like, honestly, like, it's the discipline, the cut, like the making weight, and then fighting the nerve. And you're having about 5 fights before you even get into the ring. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Mentally, and a lot of people sort of fall at the first hurdle and they can't see it through, and I think that's what's important,
Yeah.
So what is really important is, will Jacobs Wells be the champion, the British champion, on June the 22nd, MTGP Grand Prix? Will you actually be the champion? Can you tell the world that?
I believe so. I'm already the champion. I'm defending the belt for this one.
Defending. Yeah, sorry.
That's right. He's like I said to you, he's a good, tricky fighter. It's going to be a tough test for me, but I believe I've got what it takes to win this. I really believe that. We'll have to see, but we're ready. We're going to bring some. We're bringing it. So it's going to be a good fight. Yeah, definitely watch, because it's going to be fireworks. I'll tell you that now. He's going to be. This is a big shot for him, and I'm not going to give ground at all. So this is it, mate. So.
It's going to be a typical Jacob Wells fight, man.
Yeah. It's going to be all action.
I'm excited for it, man. And it's going to be on DAZN, right? So MTGP have just signed a deal with DAZN.
That's correct. So that's amazing. I mean, when I see that, I was like, wow, what a thing. And you know what? Rightly so. They're such a good promotion. And they work so hard, and they deserve it, man. Like I always think that, if you stick at something, you deserve it.
Credit to Phil. Shout out to Philip. Yeah. A good guy.
Yeah, Phil's a really good guy. I like Phil. He's been good to me. He's kind to me. And yeah, you know, I love fighting on his promotion, and you know, I respect everything he's done. So we just want to, you know, keep the ball rolling. That's all I want to do. You know, keep this going. You know, win, come back, and then just like I said, you work my way up these titles, man. Just a European or a world, that would be amazing. If I could get that in the next couple of years, that would be incredible.
Yeah. Fingers crossed for you, man. Fingers crossed for you.
Yeah.
Like I said, you're only a couple fights away, man. Minimum. Yeah. Maximum a couple fights for me.
Yeah, I've just got to keep busy and active. That's what I'm trying to do here. And that's what Phil's done here. He's kept me active. I fought 12 weeks ago. He got me another fight. He's like, look, I've got a British title defense for you. Do you want it? I was like, yeah, of course. Like, you know, I want to be on this. I want to do it. So let's do it. You know, let's do it.
Shout out to your whole camp. Shout out to Phil. Shout out to everyone trying to make this happen for people like us that are just fans of the sport, man.
Yeah.
And just appreciate what you lot do, man. We really do appreciate it, man, because it's literally discipline, guts, and it takes a lot out of you. You know what I mean? It does. So, no, it's total respect.
It's a lot. Look, it's like as well. Like it's just like my home life as well. Like with Faith, my partner. Like she preps all my meals, and it like incredible.
Shout out to Faith.
Yeah, she does all the prep. She makes sure everything's weighed, everything's good. You know, we ain't messing about now. Like we are coming for this. This is not a joke. You know, we're giving it everything. So you know, if we don't do it, then we know we've given everything. But if we, you know, we're going for it. So.
It's good to see, man. Yeah, it's getting me hyped.
I should be a motivational speaker, shouldn't I?
I can't wait to see you on the night, Jacob, man.
Yeah.
And again, shout out to Faith, everyone that's supporting you. It's the best thing to have a supportive group around you. It just helps you get through camps like this. Totally, man. Totally. Greeny, anything to say before we sign out?
Oh, man. Just want to say big up. Thank you for coming on, Jacob.
No problem.
Like I said, look forward to seeing you, and good luck in the fight, man.
I'll see you. Are you guys obviously going to be there? Yeah, so we'll see.
Man. We're going to be
1000%.
Yeah. Because I see you after the last one, but it was all very it was loads going on, weren't there?
Yeah. No, Philip's got a little setup for us next one, so we'll be there. We've got a little. We're going to be doing some interviews. We might be doing a little bit of commentating as well. We'll see what it looks like on the night, but. Yeah, we'll be there. Man. We'll be there.
I look forward to it. Listen, we're ready. We're looking forward to it, and I'll see you there, guys. And it's going to be a great night. I promise you that.
Thank you, guys. Jacob's World Kombat Kingz, June the 22nd. Do not miss it. Buy a ticket if you haven't. We will see you there.
And if not, watch on the Zone. It's on the Zone.
It's on the Zone. Exactly. How good is that? It's on the Zone.
Excellent. Brilliant. Guys, take it easy.